Good morning. The lecture for today is the lecture about the revolutionary period of the history of American literature. Like the Puritans, the first southern settlers, Americans who lived through the second half of the 18th century, often wrote in order to understand and report on their lives in New World. But they wrote in a different spirit from that of the earlier writers. A single event commanded their attention, and the America they lived in was no longer a wilderness. Unlike the Puritans, they had little interest in the hereafter or the supernatural. They tended to write on science, ethics, or government, rather than on religion. Typical of the spirit of the Age of Reason are such men as Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson. Americans of the Age of Reason were given a chance to test their ideas by creating a new society. The American Revolution was fought not only with muskets, but also with thousands of pamphlets, essays, songs, poems, and speeches. 13 colonies decided to become free and independent states. American and British armies fought each other, often across America for several years. In 1788, a new country, the United States of America, began to exist under a democratic constitution. After that, the arts in America flourished as never before. The revolution inspired people to express their feelings and ideas. The first American, as Benjamin Franklin, who lived from 1706 to 1790, has been called, was born in the capital of New England Puritanism, Boston. Just as Puritanism was dying out. He left Boston at the age of 17. By cleverness and hard work he changed himself from the poorly educated son of a candle and soap maker into a world-famous scientist, diplomat, philosopher, and writer. He made his living mostly as a hard-working Philadelphian printer. But he helped improve the city's pavements, street lighting, police, founded a hospital, the college that became the University of Pennsylvania, and many others. Franklin was also a brilliant writer. Following his precept that writing should be smooth, clear, and short, he perfected the Puritan plain style. He kept a huge correspondence and wrote on everything from love to musical harmony to chess. Most popular among his earlier works were the Poor Richard's almanacs, noted for their witty sayings. During the war he wrote cutting satires on British policy, such as an edict by the King of Prussia. In 1771, he began his autobiography, describing his rise from poverty to some degree of reputation in the world. Although never completed, the autobiography has been translated into a dozen languages. The contrast between Franklin's humble beginnings and his fast success has made him a symbol of America. And like America, he has had his critics. Franklin's admirers have seen him as a proof of the opportunities for success in America. His critics have seen him as a man who spent his life getting ahead without asking where he was going. No one can deny, however, that the first American lived with fabulous energy, perhaps growing, perhaps not, but always changing, always new. Franklin was the author of many aphorisms and proverbs. They were published in the Poor Richard almanacs, For example, keep the shop and the shop will keep thee. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Drive the business, let it not drive thee. Three may keep a secret if two of them are dead. The other prominent writers of this period were Patrick Henry, 1736 to 1799, Thomas Paine, 1737-1809, Thomas Jefferson, 1747-1826, Phyllis Wheatley, 1753-1784. So that's the end of the lecture, and your task will be to firstly to write it down and to send me the photography of your writing down, and secondly to retell it, to make a video of your retelling and to send it to our group ВКонтакте. See you later. Bye bye.